So guys, make sure to stay until the end, because if you make one common mistake, you may end up spending thousands of dollars on parts diagnostics that you may need. Make sure to stay until the end, we will explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Dodge Challenger T generation here from year 2014 to year 2024. If you have warning message on the dash that says service electronic braking system, and you wonder what causes that. Sometimes it could be something super simple that most people ignore. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Also, we'll explain where you can buy parts, tools at a good price, that way do not waste money and time. We'll share that information in the video for your convenience, so let's start on it now. So before we start guys, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix transmissions, engines, bodywork, electrical components, fuses, relays. Why we do all that guys? Because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. We have guys more than 15,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can practically guys save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. And if you need to buy parts, tools at a good price, quick shipping, we'll put the links in the description of the video below for your convenience. So if you have that warning, service electronic braking system guys, okay, you have that warning, you wonder what causes that. We'll demonstrate on that Dodge Challenger here. The first thing you want to check is fuses, relays for the electronic braking system, also known as traction control and ABS, electronic traction control system guys. So where are the fuses and the relays located? We need to go ahead and open guys the hood. Facing the engine you may have a V6, V8. On the left side of the engine you have a fuse box. You see these tabs here present together, pull the cover up, and underneath you're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. It is guys very important to test fuses and relays. On those fuses you cannot clearly see if they're burnt or not, especially you can see in the JK's fuses as well. And if you guys assume, okay, let's say you remove a fuse, you look at it and you assume guys that it's actually a good fuse, but it's actually a bad fuse, sometimes you cannot clearly see that. What can easily happen guys at that point, you can put the bad fuse in and you start replacing parts and tools that you don't need to, so you lose your time, you lose your money to fix a problem that doesn't exist, when all we had to do is test the fuse and replace it. We'll put a link to a special video that will teach you how to test fuses, how to check relays very easily as well guys. So check it out, it will be in the description of the video below. So guys, what do we need to check here? Which fuses, which relays now for the electronic stability control, electronic braking system? Those will be for both guys, because practically, okay, this is guys the traction control and ABS module. That's the computer right here removed. That's installed on the traction control valve body, and that's the ABS brake pump. All that works together guys. And here what we need to check now, first will be fuse number 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuse number 5 will need to be checked right here guys. Then you need to check fuse number 6 next to it, these two fuses. After that you need to check fuse 39 right here, and then that's 38, 37, 36. So 36, 39 right here will need to be checked guys. Now if all that is good, always test the fuses and relays as well guys. But let me show you something. I'm going to leave the light here, okay, and I want to show you on that Dodge Challenger now. Okay, like that, perfect. If you come here, you have the the brake pedal, right? On the brake pedal we have one device, okay, up there, that device right here, let me show you. That's installed on the brake pedal. When I press the brake pedal, it moves. This is known as a brake light switch. Brake light switch detects when you apply the brakes. It has a wire connector here too that we disconnected. That if you have a bad brake light switch, that can cause the traction control module and ABS module to give you all kind of warnings. So guys, test the brake light switch. For any of you that want to see how to test brake light switch, we'll have videos on our YouTube channels. When you install new switch on these newer vehicles, sometimes you have to calibrate the brake light switch. We have video how to do that as well. Another thing, it could be guys, in some cases, even problems with the traction control sensor. This is the module that detects, okay, how fast the vehicle is going forward, backward, sideways, upways, all kind of things. So practically detects the movement of the vehicle, okay, and that's located under the armrest, under the center console. We'll have video how to replace it as well. Next, what we had problem with was problems with ABS and traction control module. We had to replace it and program it. In order to program it, okay guys, you need to see a video, you need to use special equipment, but it's not expensive and you can do it yourself and save quite a bit of money. Another thing, on every tire, on every wheel, you have a ABS sensor. The ABS sensor is also known as wheel speed sensor. It detects how fast each tire is going. Now this sensor, guys, they're exposed to heat from the brakes, dust, dirt, cold, water, snow, sleet, everything you can think of, brake dust, and eventually they will start failing on vehicles. So if you want to see how to test ABS sensor, how to know which ABS sensor is better, we have videos on our YouTube channels about that as well. But the easiest way, guys, okay, before we continue, another thing that you may notice, okay, the steering, okay, wheel, you see how it turns, right? And the steering column doesn't turn. Between the two, you have one device that's known as squawk spring, guys. It stays right here in between, and it transfers the signal from the steering wheel, buttons, switches, airbags, okay, to the steering column, and inside of it you have a steering angle sensor that detects how much you turn the steering wheel. Now, if you had suspension parts replaced, alignment done, and even sometimes you may have it after replacing modules, you may need to calibrate the steering angle sensor. We'll have video on our YouTube channel how to calibrate steering angle sensor, reset it, because that can cause that warning light as well. And another thing, if you cannot figure it out, guys, the easiest way is to get diagnostic tool. We'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get it from. Check what codes you have and it will tell you exactly what's wrong with it. But those are the most common things we see at the garage. So guys, this Dodge Challenger has all kinds of different fuses and relays. Those could be really hard to find if you're in the middle of nowhere. We'll guys put a link in the description of the video below where you can get some spare ones, put in the glove box, because one time we needed a spare, we couldn't find one and we were stuck in the middle of nowhere because of that, guys. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.